Going on, everybody? It's Tuesday again, so here's another tip. Hopefully some of you can use. It's for thumbnails, using creating thumbnails for your YouTube video. I use GIMP. It's a free image editor. You can Google GIMP, and whenever you get to the website, you can go download it. It's a free download or whatever. It's really easy to use, and it does a lot. And if there's something that you would like to do or whatever, you can search YouTube. I mean, there's all kinds of tutorials on the different effects and what exactly GIMP can do. But you just go to the downloads page, hit download. It doesn't take very long for it to download. Just follow the installer. Super easy to install. Once you're done installing it, you're ready to go. You can start editing images. As far as text is concerned on the thumbnail, I use a website called DaFont. So it's DAFONT.com, and they have a ton of different fonts that you can use. And once again, this is super easy to download, super easy to install. There's a download button on the right side of each font. You hit the download, it downloads real quick. It's a real small file. Whenever the file is downloaded, you'll open it up, and once you have it open, it will show you different examples of that font in different font sizes. So you'll just hit the install button in the upper left hand corner. It'll take it a couple seconds, and it'll go through the install process, whatever. The one thing to note is if you have GIMP open and you install a font, you'll have to save your project and reopen it so that GIMP will recognize the new font that's installed. Yours may work on the fly. You may be able to install a new font, and it may recognize it. For me, I have to close it down and reopen it, which is not a big deal. And usually I go through and I pick a font before I start doing anything to an image, but you can save the image and reopen it, so it's not a make or break situation. But this is what GIMP looks like. You have 3 windows, lots of tools. It's a very powerful application for it being free. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to go through a little tutorial on how to make a quick thumbnail. I don't really go by the sizes that YouTube suggests. I just create one. So here I'm going to add a blur to it. And the only reason I'm doing that is because it'll blur the background a little bit, so that whenever I add text to it, the text will really stand out versus the background image. And you can trust that if you do a change in here and it is too much, you can always go to edit and revert, and it will put the image back before you made a change that you may not have liked or whatever. But from here, you just click the A, which is the text tool, and then there's a little search box. You'll type in the font that you downloaded. It'll recognize it, and at this point you just type in the font that you want displayed. And you can center it, move it around. You can use a space bar if you need to, move it around, whatever. But there are different features that allow you to move the text around and whatnot. You can change the color of it. It's a very powerful tool. And once again, both of these applications are free. I've only scratched the surface of both of them. There's a few fonts on DaFont that I use that I like. And also the one thing that you might want to do is make the font a little bit bigger than you normally would. That way, whenever the thumbnail comes up on YouTube, it really pops out. But that's really simple. I mean, and you could look up on Google or whatever what YouTube recommends as far as the size of the thumbnail. I just make whatever size I get of the screenshot. I don't go through any of the specifics of it. I could spend a little bit more time on it, but I'm just trying to do something real fast and get it done and over with. I hope this video has been helpful. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, just leave them in the comments below. If you have any suggestions for maybe something you'd like to see in the future, just let me know. I have a whole list of things that I want to cover. So stay tuned, and hopefully I can teach you something next week.